Agyapong makwaba enkra yensa kan sisia ne say President Akufo Addo nominated 3 justices to Supreme Court of Ghana, meche Ghana court that time. Mama yenkinkan story na yentie ne etue mankasa. Ose President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo has reportedly made new nominations for appointment to the apex court of the land, the Supreme Court of Ghana. According to a news report by graphic.com.gh, the president has nominated 3 more justices to the Supreme Court. The report stated that the nominee Supreme Court justices include Justice Anthony Kofi, Justice Yao Asare Dakun, and Justice Agyapong, all justices of the Court of Appeal. And Enkrofona President Akufo Addo abo omudin nominate omu to Supreme Court no. Na omuye justice. Justices to what? Your friend saying appeals court. Na bakudindi Justice Anthony Kofi, Justice Yao Asare Dakun, and a Justice Agyapong. And a one nominate omu one nominate omu omu be kwa akoya adwuma e Supreme Court as judges. Na netia ne say Ghana for beka say adentina ese banasa President Akufo Addo be nominating crofo say omunkonko ka Supreme Court judges no ho anya adwuma. Ye wi article na me chire niama bi mu amawati ase tamochuku. Or say it added that the 3 judges will be filling vacancies created by the mandatory retirement of 3 former justices of the Supreme Court, including former Chief Justice, Justice Kwesi Aniyabua, Justice Nene Abayete Ofwe Dinwe Mintimi Amegacha Asemu, and Justice Jones Victor Maulom Doche. And they has said much say 3 former justices be akwa retirement, and as omu ko retirement in the sound crofo we and ebeba be show one nine mo omudi na ma be bo akire no. Was the member of parliament for South Dai Roxanne Nelson Dafiamako in a post shared on X on Friday, November 10, 2023, affirmed the report. Breaking news: the president has made fresh nominations for the Supreme Court. Enti hase no Ghana Web for HSA member of parliament for South Dai Roxanne Nelson Dafiamako ena obabe confirming ewo Twitter edi true was appointment we announce nominations we ena President Akufo Addo edi abeto abonten very soon nkrofo amebubo omudin ebekwa akoye adwuma ewo Supreme Court. Na the main reason nti President Akufo Addo appointed some nkrofo we ni say there are 3 justices bia and as judges bia omuya adwuma ewo your friends Supreme Court honoma omakwa retirement SSA president no penkrofu fufuro ema omuye den ebebehye eye omanan mu. Enti se uhwe headline na omo say President Akufo Addo nominates 3 new justices to the Supreme Court. Enti headline is anetie. Now, this is not the first time your judiciary inside president ebe appointing crofo so munkwaya adwuma. Aban we ba power ye kan your mabo muhumodin wo humpa ye appointing new members to judiciary no we have been seeing. And we are not to nchen okwa electoral commissioner ye tikrom hana president appointing crofo mu ye card bearing members of NPP. Ba kokra de contest for MP say parliamentary candidate sitting na wanyo ewa NPP dimu and a president appointing is say on konko ya adwuma ewa electoral commission office a neutral body ni ade. And to wenu enye news to us because ya nyampenyumfo a eno ne omo hobby they have been doing it. But ne SSA ye Ghana for ye how ne say Sam crofo na ye appoint you omo so omo konko ya adwuma ye judiciary inside and I say ye fan is electoral commissioner we san hun say ebe bua ye democracy no and I say ebe bua ye judiciary na because first of all no majority of the people in this country omunji judiciary nindi. I am telling you to be frank, and then ye judiciary now lose your credibility totally. And the Ghana ninya asem na e kire no court a osuro on person be call because omunim senior system na say aye judiciary no eno na ye man pinda da mahama be kan say Ghana for ye man kwan oba obesam obesakra niamamu na credibility na ye judiciary na lose no o ma sanya credibility no back. You see? And if you have government in power, now say that government appointing the card bearing members to the judiciary, ebe then na enkrofone tu o man no mu ebe nya gidi ama judiciary no and I say government no. You see? Even enkrofa ba bontan be ka say these nominations are by HSA. They are preparing themselves for the 2024 general election. That is what people are saying. Uko post nasia, people are commenting that way. Comment section, they are preparing themselves for the 2024 election. Because at this moment in time, Ghana here how does pa. And the Ghana for him say, if we should focus on solving that one, is better say time they are nominating Crawford or Munkwaya Juma, judiciary, or government sector. Na yentri or mukabra problem or man my yentimi solve ye. Enti say having. Enti Ghana for be a drink there, na ma pony who can crash on. But so far so good, no. So to say, yanya new justices, Supreme Court and man one, and Namabe confirm ya say President Akufo Addo and nominating Crawford 3. So Munkwaya Juma was Supreme Court. And only trending news, Cecia, Media Bremo. Medin Eric King fantastic. Hi Ghanaian Citizen TV. So Mestre say, what do I drink beba comment section? I say, near President Aye, Unini Yadrin, and as Udini Yadrin. Medamuni Nasi, Emre Pem, your best sign, Ashia. Stay blessed. After for or my ya friend Ghana, dear. I am Medana, me sorry, I may be say, who invented Ghana? Who invented this country? Sometimes, I try my possible best to understand, but yet you chrome her, ena a bine way catcher, ye say, omu peso moko IMF. In fact, omu din kan catcher, ye say, omu introduce e-levy amaye, na say ye e-levy ni tuma, omu nko IMF. Keno for ata na eko tamali eko kansa nsem no ye gidi ye e-levy bedru ye still aban we ko IMF asema aban we ka kire before going IMF ni say so mo ko IMF na sika na bi be hiti account ni pa Ghana economic challenges no ebe solve. That is what they told us. Sika no first share buy $600 million bedru ye omo ka kire say my emfa ye ni enya den. And to sa IMF sikano so na entimi solve your problems nyina ne ade. That is what they told us. Now first share ne buy no na ye twen say November we mu and a second share of the 3 billion ebeba. Afedi ya twen sikano mba IMF adoji Ghana. Yango hesitant na IMF adoji Ghana sikano mba. Let's read this article. You understand? Me so mind we won. Ye nya serious kitty. Or say Ghana has missed out on the November 1st or say November 1 timeline set in the International Monetary Fund IMF program to get a second tranche of the $3 billion bailout package as the country's debt rework negotiations with external creditors delay. The Black Star of Africa is still in talks with its external creditors for debt relief worth $10.5 billion. Enti brofu bebrebe o ma twere ne tintin ne tete mu nyina ne se Ghana as o man no Ghana country ni yadika bebre. Enti answer na ebetima anya sika no afri IMF hono no e was say ye kanu ya debt restructuring. Ye make sure say e kana ye de ne eswati kakra enu ti na ye sha say omusu so nkrofo bond mu ni ade no mokai time na ye so nkrofo bond mu na omusu no yes na ye debt restructuring no mu ye because o man yes sika na mba na ye say ye debt restructuring na ara one number IMF for so omusu o mo say we dey ye afam kon ye mfa mamo one reason no ye ntwaso or say the country has already submitted proposal to its commercial creditors seeking a haircut of up to 40% and additional debt rework with its bilateral creditors, including China and the Paris Club. Blah blah blah. Or say, Joy News checks from the funds program document reveal that Ghana has not been able to meet all the necessary financing assurances from its creditors to unlock the disbursement of the second tranche worth $600 million, which was scheduled to hit Ghana's account by November 1st, 2023. And they did yesterday. 10th November. Just 9 days ago, and I said, and they were 10th. Adiabechina 11th. Sikanem by IMF say, young qualifies a benya second one. And Osha headline almost say, Ghana misses out on IMF's November 1st timeline for second tranche as external debt restructuring talks drag. You see? So we are buying now. We not to me now. We jowanuma. We see. And I am kwa IMF. Money is at the Bank of Ghana. There's money in Ghana. One district, one factory. We will not borrow to construct roads. Dr. Baumiano no. And some man crofo we kaya. Because the IMF for no munti. No munti. That restructuring want sikana wa muko afani. Where will we get that money? Now Omanya yet me boka 60 billion in a year from the central bank. Not that same country compare 3 billion outside the country. Yeah. So our money is serious. And we are Ghana na bisa majority of Ghana for now mum pese IMF this can be Ghana. Last year, since last year, and Uncle will call IMF. And kwa pacho and lobby sana sikana this year 600 million buy. Second tranche ba November 1st abe fire kon $1 grantum since last year. One baby ayadru. 60 billion no is more than, let's say 60 billion na Bank of Ghana boy no is even more than $3 million. I'm coming. Let me just check something now. 60 billion Ghana cedis to dollars. 60 billion cedis to dollars. Yamfan is $5 million. Let's take it like $5 million. And I say Bank of Ghana for say. And on there, you go pay 3 billion. Hey, now prime reason no moon cash and microphone blue ye. Eh? Anyway, entini ya kwaso no IMF for say omu my 600 million na akano. Enti kenoforiata no they have to work hard and get it. Ayekesi. Medindi King Fantastic. Hi Ghanaian Citizen TV so. Munchira madwin e comment section hono. Meda mo nyina ase. Agyapong Akwaba, Mr. Opariansan, a member of the New Patriotic Party. Na odinsem bi dia tuga about Yewura Kennedy Agyapong who mechire MP for Asin Central. Na before say yebekwa sansem no so no me pese metwum adwin ekwa akire kakra se mo beka ya emre bi etwam MP for Asin Central Kennedy Agyapong eba abonten eba beka say nsem bi about investigative journalist your friend Anas Anumiyao Anas na your friend who watches the Watchman na ebra ebeto odwana nkrofo bebre ba abonten beka say enti sa Anas investigation we nyina na ono so nya papa ono so ye corrupt ni ade nkrofo se Kennedy Agyapong expose no ene ebi nso can say no ne Kennedy Agyapong ye ne sebi you entwayi na sebi you ye tro na otwa to Anas so ene ade ebinum ji Kennedy Agyapong di ebinsu angina di nanda yanda nsori a Umaru Sanda Amado of City TV ene opare ansa ena na etwitwi nkomo ena odi atudwa se Kennedy Agyapong na nkasa tunanum tuo aka kire ne se ne ma o attack Anas ne se aban ne ma no contract bi anase o attack Anas se ne be ya aban ne be ma no contract enu nti na okoye sa na afedie odi dwuma no wie na aban no mpese obetua ne kane ade ensensem bebre menka sanche mumma yenkotie ensem a Mr. Opare ansa editu dwa.
He's speaking for himself. You remember in 2018 when he was crying foul that people were trying to remove the CEO of Boss and I hadn't done anything wrong. It was because he was pushing his son there to lift oil. That is why he was in defense of the man. When the new CEO who was appointed came and kicked out his son.
What? Yebetwaso Mr. Opare ansa kire say somewhere 2018 na Boss adwumakuo no mu na omupanyi bi yepese yeyi ni frim na chinchina yewura Kennedy Agyapong defend ni pakro na investigation aba abontini ye kire say na ni ba na ehye honom asemu yentwaso Mami Sambo na Tihobiu. Listen.
He's speaking for himself.
Listen.
You remember in 2018 when he was crying foul that people were trying to remove the CEO of Boss and I hadn't done anything wrong. It was because he was pushing his son there to lift oil.
It was because he is pushing his son there to lift oil. And he Opare ansa kire say na according to Kennedy Agyapong also antia say boss the penyi no ye yi na di enti no say boss the penyi ni ye boni bi adenti na ye yi no na according to Opare ansa na wa allege say ni ama Kennedy Agyapong na all defend this boss the penyi ni say na all push ni ba e di na shim na wa lift oil ni nyina anu no ya say mo ye tinsem. Let's continue.
That is why he was in defense of the man. When the new CEO who was appointed came and kicked out his son, he went there raving and ranting. Kennedy it was who told me in the house of the man I said I'm protecting his identity that he was giving contracts to go after Anas and that now he has finished the job, the finance minister is not paying him. This was in September 2022. And
what? Opare ansa say he was given a job by the government. Say on go after Nas. We nyamina make I have the audio here. Me boachiro. Every city Umaru Sanda Amadu in an interview no. Or say na yesi on go after Nas ni nyina no na eyenhihye bi oni aban ne ye afedo wie ya aban ne ye no log legal person obetua de ka yentwaso.
If the finance minister doesn't pay him, there's a video of a minister of state taking bribes in Dubai. He will release it. He told me, I'm not in government.
What? If the finance minister doesn't pay him, our video be a obi edge bribe or be release it. Hey, Ghana. Oh, no. Let's continue.
You know the funny thing? All this while, nobody knew I would ever support Dr. Baumia. And they know me and Akufo Addo, we don't pass here to meet here. So people tell me things without fear. Knowing that I would never talk to anybody about it.
You see? And to Opare ansa kire say, anything concerning this government, you know, ninsan oni appointment ye man to me bia wa ban no enti so obi ka bibia kire no efa ban we hu a nipa no nsuro because on him say one when nya adwuma wa ban no you are no closer to the government, you are just independent though we are NPP we are former member of parliament there but they don't think say ebia obetima beka nti nipa ni e ka na asem na kusem a kire na without fear and panic no oka. You see Obiara Ojinidi. Let's go.
Told me that he was giving contracts and now the Minister of Finance doesn't want to pay these bills. And that if he doesn't, he will release a video of a Minister of State in Dubai taking.
So it's personal interest for him.
It is all personal interest. It wasn't 2 months before the Charles Adubuahe video came out. And then I was like, oh.
And I feel cancer obe release a video of Minister of State to know. And check Ebia 2 months and I say was it and 2 months to cry chasa do videos and audio babonting. Let's go. Where me breaking it down, me pesa wo tias here yentina me interjecting so that you get it very well. Because me born a fool son, I won't tias here. This is Oparian son. Let's go.
This guy really knew what he was talking about. As for me, I'm a small fry. I'm not on a government board. I am not a minister of state. I don't dabble in government business. I don't take government contract. He is the one. And if he wants, I will bring a list of all his contracts. The energy ministry, the education ministry, TVETs, his jobs at Agyapong, all of the cocoa board he wants, who play.
On Saturday, what is your confidence?
What? Enti? Oh, say you're racking the Agyapong pa obe listing a contractor why Jafra buy no one in a Edia Tujano Biania. Arefo I ask him Sebeu, I ask him Kessie. Hey! Anyway, enti when I allegation na Mr. Oparian san e dey abe to abontin concerning you racking the Agyapong. Nti o kire say niama na attack ana some time ago no na ye contract bia o hia fra buy no ho afedo wie ya omo yere log ligi on person metua ne kan ade. That's what he was talking about. Interview with every city TV, credit to them. Umaru Sanda Amadu ena oni Mr. Opariansa edi nkomowi. Mede the king fantastic. Hi Ghanaian Citizen TV. So mesre say wonso be pass comment e wo comment box no na yate wonka. Meda mo nyina ase.